Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Clemson's offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long.
Taking a shot on the first play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Using the quick game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Panthers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best.
Intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Barco. He finds his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Gilliam. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought... Defense gets the ball back for its own. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Clemson jumps to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Back to pass, it's Schmidt. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, going to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard. The Panthers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. He fires one deep down the right side. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He breaks a tackle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass, it's Barco. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll try the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up for the PAT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the Panthers will move the sticks with the first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man on the right. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Dances away. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Scanning the field, it's Yaw. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll... coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Grab near the sticks. It's Flanagan. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Get set.
To the air. It's Barco. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout. Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look. Booth will overturn the call. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Shaw. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that in the RPO, right? It's tough. You've got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a fourth down decision time for this offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his man, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to throw, it's off. Floating away. This time they were able to keep him in check. Short of that first down. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
27, Pitt, 14.
And no chance at a return here. Drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Clemson is quick to the line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snuffed. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He'll try to do it himself.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're facing that situation.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw-and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Shaw. Makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Panthers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Number 32 in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. The snap sets up the throw. Makes his way into the end zone, and now they're within 5.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Barco. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. The 50. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. Running back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The one thing you know you're going to get with this guy is yards after contact. He makes people miss. He can break tackles, wears defenses down, and he's doing it right now.
Touchdown, Pitt! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Number 32 with the carry.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. The option look. He'll toss it. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal.
Clemson, 27.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed.
Mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Barco. Wide open downfield. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. He'll keep it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
If they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds to save some time.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I'll get tackled in bounds.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? A sweet return after the pick, and they'll...
Clemson.
3.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in the sudden change situation.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, look out! And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Clemson! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now on the option. Couldn't make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On the move at the 30. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Shaw. He makes the connection.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Runs through the tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang.
If you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 26.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.